and it's Dave and Viv here.
Yeah.
We're about to embark on season 3 of Real Voices of Happy Valley.
For those of you who don't know, season 1 was weekly, and it was about our travels after retirement, wasn't it? And then season 2, also weekly, was when we came home to the Calder Valley and talked to people who lived there.
People who are bringing benefit to the environment, the community, whatever, or just doing really interesting things.
Yeah.
And this episode is really a sort of throwback to season 1. This is about our recent trip to Ireland and the fun we had and some of the things we learned.
Yeah.
And then season 3 will start properly in a week or so.
And that will be monthly episodes.
Well, roughly, yeah.
Or thereabouts.
Yeah, I'm not going to stick to a tight schedule on it.
Look at you.
Yeah. Yeah. But it'll be
Get
closer.
this tight schedule off me.
It'll be closer to monthly than the previous weekly ones.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, well, we started off going from Holyhead to Dublin, and we stayed there for a couple of nights. So, Vivi, we've arrived in the
Yes.
Binary Hub.
Very
Dublin.
ironically named, because there's pride flags everywhere.
That I hadn't noticed.
When we came in, all over that room. Not so much up here.
Perhaps we should call it the non-binary
Yes, I think so, yeah.
student accommodation.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
And the students aren't here at the moment, largely, anyway, because they've gone home.
Well, there's lots of other people here. I'm going to move this chair now. Lots of other people here from various parts of the world, which is nice. But the area, it's not the poshest part of Dublin.
It isn't, is it? To get into, well, anywhere really, you have to walk through the park, don't you? Which is not a pleasant walk in the park type park.
We've called it Young Offenders Park, haven't we?
Yes, yeah.
Because although the police don't seem to be interested in their behaviour, they must be offenders in some way. I'm not convinced that it's legal to be sort of like just hanging around and exchanging small packets of something or other for money.
No.
One of them actually went on his little sort of motor scooter thing onto the street nearby and exchanged a small packet of something or other for money through the window of a taxi.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe it's all legal stuff, but
Could be a perfectly innocent explanation, couldn't there? But
it doesn't seem likely.
no.
Yes.
No.
Anyway, they were fine. There was no problem. Whatever offences they were doing, they weren't in any way threatening as we walked past, which was nice. But then you get on to Merchant's Quay and walk down the river, and there's a whole bunch of religious people. I assume they're religious people because they're hanging around the Franciscan Friary and the homeless and drug service and Merchant's Quay next door, and the hostel next door to that.
Yes, it is all a little bit reminiscent of when we did our travels 4 years ago. And in Dusseldorf, there was somewhere that we called Tramp Square, wasn't there?
And Spliff Alley.
Spliff Alley. And
Junkie Street.
yes, that's right, yeah. Yeah, well, it's a bit reminiscent of all that, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a bit sad, really, isn't it?
It is very, because they weren't all compass mentors. They didn't all look good. Some very, very thin women with terrible skin.
Yeah.
But again, they weren't causing anybody any problem.
You know.
Good old the Franciscan Friary
Yeah.
and the Merchant Quay homeless and drug service seem to be looking after them very well.
And there's a laundrette sort of on the street, isn't there? not a laundrette that you go into and sit.
It's an open air laundrette.
It's an open air laundrette, yeah. Washing machines and dryers.
Which you would think, what a strange thing to have, but given it's the hottest day Ireland has ever known.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're in the Liberties, which seems to have replaced the Monto. If you don't know the old Dubliners song, The Monto,
oh yeah, look it up.
go and look it up.
Yeah.
And it'll explain very well where we are, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a bit like as well when we were in Lille and there was that lady sitting on the wall nearby, and I said to you, I think her boyfriend's let her down. And you said she's waiting for custom.
Yes. You were a bit naive there, I thought.
Yes, I'm still a bit like that, really.
But then when you walk further along, you get into all the lively bits of Dublin, don't you? And
Temple Bar.
Yeah, really
it's a
nice.
cool place. It's just down from the Liberties. Temple Bar, coolest place in Europe, possibly.
Yeah, could be.
Full of cool people.
Yeah.
It looks really good. And just past there, you go past there, turn right, Grafton Street.
Yes,
It's got all kinds of things, like shops. You spent an awful long time going in and out of shops.
Yes, you're not keen on that, are you? So I left you listening to buskers.
Yes, fantastic buskers. It was a girl called Vicar. Vic with an A on the end. She was brilliant. They were all doing covers. Yeah, it was great. So every time you went into one of was that Brown Thomas? Was it
Something
called?
Like
department
that, yeah.
Store?
I went and got a makeover in there, so I
Did
was
you?
gone quite a while.
I was listening to the lovely busker, and then we moved along. You went into another shop, and I listened to another busker. I mean, quality busking goes on in Grafton Street, I think.
I'm sure you must have all had it, in Yorkshire or Liverpool or wherever you're listening
around the
to
Mediterranean.
Us. But it's been so hot in Dublin.
Yeah.
A couple of times I thought I may just collapse onto the ground in a puddle.
Yeah.
And I went into shops and said, "Get me a chair."
Oh, you said about that young lad who's like, what shop was it? He was trying to be nice to.
Vodafone. I'd gone in to talk to them, and I said, "Can I talk to someone here about my phone?" And he said, "Yes, I'm here." And I said, "I'd like to sit down, please, if I'm going to be talking for more than 2 minutes." I said, "Oh, of course. Oh, sorry." And he hadn't thought, had he?
It wasn't bad though. It was just
no. He said because he was standing
a bit thoughtless
in a air-conditioned draft. He forgot that other people were hot, or maybe didn't want to stand. Yeah. But it was all right though.
It was in St. Stephen's Green Shopping Centre, wasn't it? You said saints don't usually get their surnames. Not knowing that it was named after the Green, that's named after St. Stephen.
Yeah. I thought it was St. Stephen Green, St. Christopher Jones.
And so we're going around one of the touristy shops, and I don't know if I looked how enthusiastic I looked about looking at all these T-shirts with Ireland and Guinness and things written on the front. And as we were leaving, the lads, you said goodbye to the lad, and he said goodbye, and he said to me, "Don't get dragged around too many shops."
Well, yeah, he probably had a point, but you had to come back to the room for something, didn't you? So you left me in a pub. I went and sat in a pub with a half a Guinness and ordered it in my English voice. And as I sat down, they put this song on about, how we hate the English. These rebel songs. I thought, well, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to stay here with my Guinness. Yeah.
That's happened before, though. I think that's a bit of a thing when somebody English walks in.
Do you think it's a bit of an in-joke?
I remember a long time ago, the first time we came to Dublin, we were just walking along the north side of the Liffey. Thought, oh, music sounds good in this pub. And we walked in there just as the bloke was saying, and we all hate the English. And I just ordered 2 pints, a pint and a half probably of Guinness. And the bloke said, are you English? I said, no, I'm from Liverpool. I said, oh, that's all right then.
Well, yes, I perhaps should have said that to the chap in this bar, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I just kept my head down and read.
Anyway, everyone's been lovely to us
Yeah.
all day.
I know.
The drive from Dublin to Galway was quite interesting, wasn't it?
Remind me.
We decided to avoid the motorway.
Right.
And what that meant, because we didn't have a map, so we were listening to the posh lady on the sat-nav,
Yeah.
and she kept saying the wrong thing. Ended up down country lanes.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah.
She said-
We'd only said avoid the motorway, not the whole civilised
Yeah,
sort of
that's right.
modern things.
But it was a bit rainy, but we seemed to manage to avoid massive storms in Dublin and Galway.
Oh, yeah,
by
because we
being
had messages, didn't we, saying, did you survive the epic storm?
Yes.
And we hadn't seen it.
No, I think we were on the edge of one and maybe on the edge of two storms.
So well done, the posh lady. Maybe she was just trying to keep us out of the rain.
Perhaps she was, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, then she took us on the motorway,
Yeah.
so we had to pay the tolls. A couple of times we had to pay tolls. But we got to Galway, and I must admit, naively thought Galway was going to be a bit more old and traditional, but it was as multicultural as it could be.
Yes, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we were staying in students' accommodation where there was lots of foreign students, presumably learning English. Lots, I don't know whether they were Chinese or sort of Korean or what, but lots from the Far East. Quite a few Germans in our little bit of it.
Yeah. Not so many Brazilians as there'd been in Dublin.
No, but they did have it. Galway does have an amazing Latin Quarter.
Yeah,
Yes,
it does.
it seems to go back to the Spanish Armada. And Galway apparently was a major international port, sort of trading with Iberia and other Mediterranean places. And
Found all that out, didn't they?
that's right,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. And,
Quite a surprise.
yeah, so not as much interest in the World Cup, perhaps, although there was one
As there'd
pub.
been in Dublin. Yeah.
There was, maybe with Pico Lopez being from Dublin. But there was one pub that says we're showing all the games, and sign outside, we're showing all the games. Particularly welcome Scotland and Brazil fans. And then at the bottom in smaller letters it said, even England fans welcome.
Well, that was nice to know, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was indeed. Yes, but I really liked it. And we were there a couple of weeks before the International Arts Festival, which you've heard of before, but I didn't know the timing of it. And we came across this statue of a man sitting down, 9-metre high statue.
Yeah.
Quite a colourful one, a man sitting. It was called Sitting Figure.
We went to see it, didn't we? And
Yeah.
walking away from it, this other man was, walking near us and said to you, is that a statue of you?
Yes.
There was a similarity.
Well, it was a wizened old bloke.
No, he wasn't. Wasn't wizened.
Looked like
was
it to me.
Past the first flush of youth, perhaps, but yeah. I would
It
have
wasn't
taken
like
that as-
some kind of handsome devil sitting there reading. It was just a wizened old bloke. Oh, how dare he say that? It looked like me.
Looked like him anyway.
Yeah, it did.
In fact, it looked like a generic thing of an old bloke, didn't it?
Yes. Which is why it didn't look like me.
No, indeed.
Right.
Who did it say who it was?
No, just a
Forgotten.
seated figure.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah.
Lovely 3 days in Galway, though.
Yes, and the accommodation was okay, wasn't it?
Yeah. Before our drive to Donegal.
Yeah.
Yes, where we stayed right in the middle of the town. Not a big town, Donegal. And the Diamond.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Yes. In the Abbey Hotel. And it allowed us to play. We didn't actually play this game, but it allowed us to play the Jurgen Klopp game.
Which was, remind us?
Well, it cost us £84 a night.
At the Diamond, at the Abbey?
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And I'd looked on Booking.com, and it was 2.5 times as much.
Yeah.
But
Just goes to show.
not quite shallow enough to get into that Jurgen Klopp type discussion
No.
with anyone. And I don't think I've ever had that kind of discussion with anyone in a hotel about how much you paid for the room.
No. No, I haven't. But I was going to be critical of it there.
Ooh, go on.
But given that we got it for such a good price, I won't, because it was worth that.
It was worth what we paid.
It was just
for it.
that it seemed very posh, the hotel, didn't it? There's lots of rooms, lovely thick carpets, and, the beds were made really nice, all those things. But there was like one little clothes rail with 5 hangers on. There was no hairdryer, which sometimes is in hotels, isn't there? Although maybe you haven't noticed, in a drawer that can be plugged in from there. So
Sure, you could have got one if you'd asked.
I'm sure it could, but more storage space would have been good. No, there were no chests of drawers or anything. But given the price of it, I think now I think it was a reasonable thing.
Fair enough. The Diamond's lovely as well, with shops and pubs all round it.
Yeah.
Nice meal in the Old Harbour.
Yes, that was nice.
A restaurant obviously used to be a pub, looking at the layout of it.
Yeah.
And everyone said, go to the Reel for a bit of traditional Irish entertainment.
Yeah, and we did. And
the Reel being a pub, I should say.
Yeah. It was splendid, wasn't it?
It was two chaps who looked like Barry and Terry from 1980s Brookside.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? The curly hair.
Did a few songs people didn't know, and then they took to doing The Wild Rover and things. Everyone was singing along with it.
Joined in.
Then they made way for Irish dancers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, those girls. They'd been about 14, 15, I think. And there was a young boy, wasn't there, next to... He was the son of the Norwegian man.
Yes.
Who we were chatting to.
Yeah.
And he was quite captivated by the Irish dancing, wasn't he?
He was, yes. Well, I think he was captivated by the young ladies.
I think
just
so.
The dancing.
Yeah. And then they said, right, this is the part of the evening where we ask you to come and help. And he was up like a shot, wasn't he?
I don't think they got to the end of the word help, and he was standing next to one of them.
Yeah. And there were 3 women next to us, all from Glasgow Sisters.
Yeah.
And one of them got up as well. But they knew all the songs, didn't they?
They did, yes. And an American woman who was just captivated by being in Ireland as much as anything else.
And who was the image of Bernie Winter from Coronation Street.
Oh, not as in Mike and Bernie.
No. That would be really distressing to see a woman who looked like him. But, yeah.
I don't know, Bernie Winters. But let's not go down that path.
No, but, yeah. And we'd met her on the cruise, hadn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, it wasn't as much bumping into each other as we expected, at a Cayley and things like that.
Yeah.
Well, I think the young boy would have liked to have bumped into the young lady a bit more.
I think so, yeah. And
his dad was thrilled with him taking pictures, wasn't he?
Oh, I know. Yeah. And it was, it was for tourists, really, wasn't it?
Oh,
it seemed to be. But it was a good laugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, indeed.
Good crack.
Yeah. Great town, great little town.
Yeah, the cruise that we went on was splendid, wasn't it? It was lovely, and we were sitting next to an American, well, behind an American woman and her husband, and next to two women from the area. And it was really interesting hearing their stories. And
It was interesting, because you get a bit of a history sort of lesson as you're going round, looking at the ticket office from where people were, particularly during the famine and after the famine, where people were sort of buying tickets for America, saying from Galway to New York and Halifax, Nova Scotia, to sort of try and make a new life in the new world.
Yeah.
And the customs building, which became a youth hostel as the port stopped being so busy. And there was a little island there with a house on it and a causeway, which was the driveway to and from their house.
Yeah, I know. Amazing.
And
it was
Seal
lovely.
Colony.
Oh, yeah, we saw a couple of them, didn't we?
Yeah. Somebody said if we'd taken the longer cruise and gone out into the bay, chances are I would have seen whales and dolphins and things.
Yeah.
But it wasn't on that day, so we didn't.
There was a group of people singing, weren't there?
There was, yes.
Not professional singers.
Or sober singers.
Or sober, no. And then first people were tutting, weren't they?
Yeah.
But then they joined in.
Everyone joined in. They sang Happy Birthday.
Yeah, and it turned out to be the Americans' birthday.
Yes, because there was nobody in their group of people who was having a birthday. They just thought, sing Happy Birthday, someone will be having a birthday on this boat.
Yeah, and they were.
Yeah. Yes.
So, yes, that was a lovely experience.
And as the cruise went on, the singing got worse and worse. As more
well,
drink
they were
was taken.
sitting next to the bar, weren't they?
They were indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, as it should be. And on to Belfast. Anyway, we met up with our lovely friend Wendy.
Yes, so we did.
In a lovely house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where we are now, doing this.
Yes, and lots of colourful flags around and about.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. People in the Calder Valley are a bit concerned about the odd Union Jack here and there. That's as nothing compared to. I was in a pub yesterday, and honestly, it looked to me, everything went quiet when I went in. Which is never a good thing, having been brought up on Western films.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I just thought they look like the Ulster Volunteer Force of Assassination Committee decided what to do with next. And anyway, I got a bottle of wine off them and exited rapidly.
Yeah.
We went into a pub called My Lady Inn, which turned out to be on My Lady's Road. And I looked at some of the images around and about some of the people, and I thought, we would never make the mistake of saying this is Our Lady Inn.
No, it was not a Catholic pub by any means, was it?
Lots of Donegal and Galway, lots of roadside statues of Our Lady. But none of them around this part of East Belfast.
No.
But when we arrived, Wendy said, I've got your tickets to see Michael Bublé.
Yes, we're a tad taken aback, can't we?
I don't think we'd ever given her any reason to think we would love tickets to see Michael Bublé.
And she'd never given us any reason to think she would be in possession of them.
But one of her neighbours, he's on a park about 100 yards away. At the last night of about 5 nights of gigs in the Belsonic Festival, The Cure, Alanis Morissette were among the ones who'd already been on.
Yeah.
And then
Gabrielle.
And then Michael Bublé was on the night we But a woman across the road had won tickets to it and couldn't go. So said to Wendy, here, give these to your friends who are coming. So we went.
It was nice, wasn't it?
He has got a great voice.
He's very good at what he does. He's got a great voice and a good manner about him.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it is cheesy old stuff, isn't it?
Yes, it is indeed. Yes.
So
But, and I'd often said years ago I wouldn't walk across the street to go to a Michael Jackson gig, but now I've proved that I will walk across to the end of the street to see a Michael Bublé gig.
Yeah. I didn't know you'd said that about Michael Jackson.
Oh,
I'd have had issue with you over that.
Well, but too late to have issues with
Well,
it.
it is, yeah.
But I wouldn't have gone across the road to see a Michael Jackson gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, might have stayed where I was and listened to him doing the Thriller and Beat It, and then closed the window so he couldn't hear the rest of it.
I'm going, wee-hee!
Yes. Right, so we're out for a night out in Belfast later.
Yeah. Wendy's taken herself off for the day, and we're looking after her lovely dog, Hera, aren't we? Named after the Greek goddess.
Looks on you like a Greek goddess. Doesn't she? Like you should do exactly what she thinks you should be doing.
Yeah.
And if she could, she'll manipulate you into doing things. So after a couple of days in Belfast, where we had a great time.
We did.
It's an odd place, Belfast, but I really like it.
Yeah. So I do.
Yes. We've got a ferry back to Liverpool. 8-hour ferry from Belfast to Liverpool.
I know. It was in the daytime, wasn't it, that we were travelling? But we thought, let's get a cabin, because we know from experience, if you're on a ferry for ages and you've got nowhere to just hang out apart from cafes and bars, it's it's not much fun.
No, but they upgraded us to a deluxe cabin.
They did. It was amazing,
nice.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
right at the back of the boat, so I could, with a little balcony, shared balcony behind, so I could see the sea. Basically.
I know, it was lovely, and it was en suite with a shower and toilet. Yeah. Oh, it was great.
And then after all the nonsense with flags in Belfast, we got back to people arguing the toss about flags in the Calder Valley.
Yeah.
And, flags will not create any kind of social cohesion or make people feel included, no matter what the flag wavers think.
And what the flag is. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You're right.
So, next episode will be us talking to some local authors.
Yeah.
The people who came up with the term Happy Valley.
Yeah.
For Sally Wainwright.